How can I help? Do you? So do I. You see, I'm not a big believer in fate, but I do believe in serendipity. Life is a tempest of events that sometimes we brace against, and sometimes embrace. You're one such event that, one day soon perhaps, I'd like to embrace. Ah, yes. Carsus. Carsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be, as Carsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. Too late, the goddess of magic is all. It was the end of Mistril. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down, an event that came to be known as Carsus's folly. If it takes the death of a god to stop you, I'd say your ambition has gotten somewhat out of hand. Not that I'm one to talk, of course. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Carsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. I know what it is to hunger. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of it. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Need something?
It seems the Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact I carry. I can't afford that to happen. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it. A problem for another time. Hopefully, we'll no longer be in need of protection by the time my mission draws to an end. Very serious of you. It's strange. I've been dwelling on... There's no time to waste.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Crusher, strongest of our tribe. Should be, boss, but draw Ragslin, Hobgoblin. Towering magic. You were Cancello.
The spell's power.
What to do?
What's next, I wonder?
Seems willing to speak, but not to its killer. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Priestess gut. Powerful. Says toughest in the tribe. Scouting. Tieflings. Don't fight. Fair. Boss Ragslin. And everything.
The spell's power. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Squid, sheep, fugitives, needs. Absolute binds obedience.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Absolute. Priestess. God. Everything. My mother's swollen. Gut.
That's curious.
Interlocking circles with moons and stars. This is the seal mentioned in that Selûnite's journal.
I bet we can work out how to open it.
Watch your back. Easy.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Much depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom. This is something else. Someone there? Simple.
No time to rest.
Careful, I bite. Should be easy.
At least things have stayed interesting.
That's curious.
of gale of Waterdeep. And if you see...
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Towering magic. If I had, would have killed Crusher. You wait.
Never a dull moment.
Trapped. How considerate.
interlocking circles with moons and stars. This must be the seal mentioned in that journal.
Better take a closer look.
That's curious.
How can I help?
This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
Much depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom. This is something else. Keep a blade close. Hardly a challenge.
No one's stopped me yet.
Just a little trick.
A long way from all.
More effort than I did at the start. Credit where it's due.
All right, what now?
The Underdark, as if we didn't face enough dangers back up on the surface.
Something over there.
The air's thick with spores. They must thrive in the dark.
Gods, what's happening?
More are coming.
That voice. Do you hear it too?
They're coming. They're coming.
You can listen all you want, but it can get the hells out of my head.
They're coming. You're coming.
That wasn't a bullet. Was it?
A slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Stray. Blood can only be honored with blood. The drow script inscribed on the blade flickers and glows. It rises from the stone, hanging in the air in silent offering.
How delicious.
Your desire? Let's move.
Timusks, known to cause confusion. Best not get too close.
On my way.
Let's have some carnage. No escape.
Death is but a word away, in striking distance.
Not yet.
Hungry for the slaughter. With pleasure.
Allow me to demonstrate. Spell a day.
Well, hello. Off we go then.
I wonder what the next move is.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Damask and torch stalks. Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
Corpses. These creatures did battle with Duergar. No time for mercy.
Creature mourns. You have brought pain, and you will pay. The Myconid calms. You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody. Cautious, but welcoming.
I can mend neither skin nor spirit, but we still might commune. Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you. The corpse twitches and you note its delicate filaments. It had been merely a child. Like its living counterparts, the corpse speaks in your mind.
Burn. Great wars. Hurt. 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 Magic. Behind the old ones enter. Sovereign enters. A sprout. Gnome.
The spell's power.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
The Myconid denounces your theft. It means to punish.
What's the plan?
Intruder! Interloper! Invader!
On the double. No choice but to keep going. Here we go again.
systems are ready.
The corpse twitches in response to Red's your first question. Like it's
Magic, a sprout. Old ones enter. And new.
the spell's power.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance. Or perhaps not. You're understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep? Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold? You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zirkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside his head, but he hasn't turned.
No cellomorphosis. That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
As the Mellowum's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis. No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma. I intend no disrespect, but one can only heal so much of their own brain tissue. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination. A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion. Of course, I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind. I do not intend to shatter its protection. I need only bypass the interference that prevents me from communicating with the lava. A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric. The southwest when I last saw her, although her tower does have a tendency to move. She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely... I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took
My formula will hamper the more harmful effects. Once your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact. May your travels be safe and swift.
I've never seen anything like it.
perhaps, but at such an accelerated rate.
It simply shouldn't be possible.
What is the creature doing to those corpses?
Don't.
You find nothing of great.
Eyes. To yourself. Ugh. Dwagger. Ugh. Slashed me. Ugh. Poison.
Dwergar society is shrouded in mystery. Nothing useful comes to mind.
Not going. Let's get on with it.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Gods! Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me? No arguments there. Felt like a hook horror was sorting through my guts. But... that cure did the trick. Quick, sharp too.
I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh,
It hurts.
Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me. Maybe not, but you are. I need you to rescue my kin. We can pay. We're Iron Hand Clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake. Just mining for materials.
The briefest hesitation, but enough. She's lying.
But our work pays well. Help my clan, and we'll make it worth your while. I swear. I'm telling you, we take care of our friends. That's no lie. Thank you. But here. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose.
Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwergar, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
I admit, I like this one's approach. A little genocidal, but effective.
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song.
We breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children.
If I die down here, destroy my corpse.
You may not. The spores hear only the circle. They dance to no other harmony.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the circle a service. We will await word.
I'm coming along. Like I said, save my kin. And if you kill...
A camp. Looks abandoned.
What? Gek! Got someone sneaking up on us.
Too loud, sun scum. Heard you stumbling. Can hear you blinking. Noise gets you eaten down here. Reckon I'll hush you.
His fist grips an axe. On his gnarled grey skin, you see the Absolute's brand.
Fine. I'll let you live. But spoil my hunt, and you're dead. Told you, hunting. Slave ran away, took Sergeant Thrin's boots. Gotta kill the slave and fetch back the leather. Or the bosses in Moonrise will have Thrin's hide. A bleeding heart, are you?
Let's play. Death can't have me. Not yet.
Battle of wits. Torment. Impero be conquered.
Die, so you're coming.
Think you can take me on?
this.
Let's finish this.
Victory is assured. With haste.
I am pain. I am torment.
Another day, another fight.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
Yes, here.
Take your
Mistra Rill.
Anything for a friend.
Don't linger.
need to act fast.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Some rest's better than none. There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
What creatures live in waters this dark?
Such an accelerated rate.
I'm coming along. I'm almost sorry to hear it. I hope to have the pleasure myself. There's plenty more guarding my people, but I'd say you've made a fine start. Don't know. Longer than I'd like, but a slow recovery still
It greets you with a harrowing elegy, cheerless as the new moon. The music shifts, still melancholic, but now streaked with hope.
Do you hear a new harmony? Serenity. I name you Peace Bringer.
Fragrant spores waft through the air. Your heart swells with bliss with your every breath.
Freely you have given to us. Freely you may take. The Guardian Gate is open. Go and claim your... But before this, I have another boon to ask of you.
In your mind's eye, Spore shows you a drow, striding among Myconid dead.
This one is called... He hunted us. Hunt him in turn. Bring me his head, and I will know my circle is safe.
More busy work. That's royalty for you. Everyone's their servant.
I ask a boon. The drow lurks in the ruins beyond.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name. Bald. Blue tunic. Dumb. Right. Never mind. My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made him knock yourself out. But don't come beg. You try to ransom him to me. You'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout. Be enough to cover rent. Where are you?
Reach into memory. Tell me of...
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Where God destroyed, this circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the remain in the under.
Keeping me eternal.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Welcome back. Have you made any new I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking. Very well.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared? In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. I required brains, but our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better them, so I left his company. And thus I now feed from those who... Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend. I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. The moment its control shattered, I fled before the...
How is your more...
Long way to go
personal
still.
research progressing?
Not well. The nutrition my species receives from other minds is difficult to emulate.
Worry not, friend. You'll find the key soon enough.
What now?
Which way to the nearest library? Best get going.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Zagrim, come to battle with rival glory. We serve Filro, Dorn, Lost Workshop.
The spell's power.
Curious.
The cover proudly announces this book to be Flumph Mating Rituals. It is exactly what it appears to be. A rather stained and unsavory look at the mating rituals of the common flump. Underdark fauna is a topic much written on, but this title for scrutiny proves too much. The lurid text melts away before what remains as simple instructions written in a spare hand.
That's a super sharp. Deep.
These things drain away one's
and still
magic.
fresh.
Shouldn't linger
Some
here.
monster did this, marking its territory.
What's next?
I've got a long road ahead.
It feels like my magic is getting trained. Won't give in.
Very well.
blood follows me everywhere.
Silence! I am breathing life.
Not as bad as it could have. Let's move.
Take
cut and run. Over here.
Ready.
Time to push my luck again. Swift as my feet can carry me.